we start off, we've got a nice big brush. We want a background colour first of all, and then we're going to drop in our dark greys and so on to add these clouds, suggestions of moody clouds. Now you might want to use one of the pictures as a reference. You might want to just sort of, I'm just going to go with it, see what happens to the paint on the paper. As I say, it doesn't really matter how it comes out, because sometimes when you're trying to copy things, that's when you slow down and you get caught up with trying to get things look like the reference picture, whereas just letting the paint flow and seeing what happens and looking at the colours and shapes, you can get a much more exciting and vibrant picture. So, clean water onto my sheet of paper. I've left an edge around it, again that stops it coughing up too much, and I'm just going to start off, I'm going to put some of these nice sort of dark blues. This one is, I know they have all different colours, names in the White Night one, so this is a, let's go for an indigo. So I'm just going to put some, again, just you saying about Jane putting it onto a palette and then mixing it, I'm just going straight into my pan of colour. Let's say panna cotta. Pan of colour. And I'm just not trying to do a wash, I'm just putting some streaks in. And then I'm going to go for my magenta, which is a nice bright purpley colour. I'm just going to put some streaks in there. I'm then going to mix up my grey, so I'm going to take my Viridian or my, is it emerald green on the White Night ones? Can't see that. Let me take
yes, emerald green.
Emerald green. Let me take that out of there so you can see. So move that back a bit because that's, I can't quite see what I'm doing. So whoops, move that there. So I've got my emerald green or Viridian green. I want a nice dark red or a magenta. Mix that in. You get a, you can see that's perhaps a bit too purpley, so add a bit more green, and then we get that nice grey. And I'm just going to again drop some of this dark grey in. It's quite nice if I do it sort of almost diagonally. You see I've run out of colour already because this is nice and big and bold. This is where you can use your Payne's grey if you want. So that's already mixed for you. Let's just put some of this colour in. So just sort of scrubbing the paintbrush over the sky. I'm going to go in with a bit of Payne's grey up here. You can see it's very, very similar to what we've mixed. I'll put some of that in there. Leave some bits of colour coming through, and then we can just leave it like that if we want, or I did suggest a fan brush where we can sort of just pull a bit of that out to suggest rain coming down. I'm not worrying too much about the foreground at the moment. And then we can just leave that for a minute, see what happens. We might need to go in a bit darker, we might want to lift some bits out. But the thing is to just don't fiddle too much with it. Just get some colour.
Fan brush, sorry.
Fan brush.
This or just the pulling down, okay, yeah.
Just pulling down, yeah. So nice and strong. Yeah, and that looks lovely. It does? Yeah, very